Hi everyone, and welcome back to our Google Drive training. In this lesson, we're going to look at our first step towards Google Drive organization with some naming hacks. Now, our first organization trick is naming, and while that sounds like something that everyone would already know about, there's actually a few special tricks that we can use with Google Drive that will help you find your files quickly, keep you organized, and ultimately increase your productivity. So let's take a look at our first naming trick, emojis. Yes, it's that simple, emojis. They are great for naming folders. You know what your brain reads faster? Images. Images over text. So use that to your advantage. So for example, some standard folders that you may have include a do not delete folder or an archive folder. If it is your personal Google Drive, you may have a folder with important documents, and then any additional folders that have to do with your line of work. To add an emoji, it depends on the device that you are on. Some devices have built-in tools that allow you to add special characters or symbols. Sometimes it has to do with a certain keyboard that you can switch to with special characters. If you don't have a built-in tool to add emojis when adding text, search the internet with the words emoji copy. And there will be a variety of sites to choose from where you can copy and paste an emoji in your Google Drive, or anywhere you're typing for that matter. So in this case, I'm going to add emojis to these folders that are on my main screen when I log in every day. These are the highest level folders that organize all of my Google Drive content. As we have learned previously, you can hover over the folder and select the rename button, or you can right-click on the folder and select rename. So let's paste in the emoji at the beginning of the folder name and click OK, and look at that. How does that look now? From a wall of text to text with emojis, your brain can now quickly scan and jump to that folder that you're looking for. Okay, great. Now I'm going to go down into the example folder and let's look at another trick, numbers. So Google Drive files and folders are organized alphabetically. However, sometimes there are files that you know would be more helpful in a specific order or just simply at the top. Meaning you don't have to number all folders like this, just the ones you want at the very top. Okay, so notice in this case, these folders are named from Addy, which is an instructional design model, but because it's in alphabetical order, it's placing my last two steps, I and E, in the wrong order. So you can click the rename button when you hover and add a number at the beginning of the folder or file name. So by renumbering these, I now have this instructional model that is used by the team in the correct order that the course development would go through. Again, you don't have to use these numbers on all folders. It could just be the 2 or 3 or 4 that you want to be at the very top and everything else after it to be alphabetical. We've got another naming trick demonstrated down here at the bottom with the files, and that is the use of the asterisk. The more asterisks you have, the higher up the file or the folder will go. So for example, if you don't want to use numbers or emojis, you could just simply use the asterisks with more used on those files and folders that you want listed first, as demonstrated here. So 3 asterisks would put the file or folder first, followed by 2, and then 1. Everything after would be in alphabetical order. So we've looked at all 3 of those options. Now let's take a look at the hierarchy. This applies to naming files or folders. So here you can see that the 3 asterisks put the file at the very, very, very top, followed by 2 and then 1. Next are the files with emojis, followed by the files with numbers, and then everything else after that will follow in alphabetical order. And that is not all. We have one more naming trick. Did you know that the maximum characters allowed for naming a file or folder in Google Drive is actually over 32,000 characters? Yes, it is that long. So that means use that to your advantage. Gone are the days where you need to keep those file names very short. Instead, stick all that important information in that title so that you can easily search for it, which we will cover in another lesson. And also, this means you don't need to ever use folders if you have a good naming system in place, because then you can just search when you need a file, because nothing can beat the power of Google's search engine that's built into tools like Google Drive. So, how do you break up these extra long tiles? Use parentheses or brackets to put information such as dates or steps in the process, or whether the file is active or original or archived. Use forward slashes or hyphens or a bullet to break up sections of a title. And speaking of adding dates, one pro tip is to actually put your date, or at least the year, at the front of the name of that file or folder. Why? Well, we talked about Google Drive being organized alphabetically. So if you're looking for a specific project folder, but they all begin with the word project, and then the date is all the way at the end, it's actually going to take you a little bit longer to scroll and find that folder, as opposed to being able to immediately jump to the year and then look for the single project. Again, this goes back to what we said before. If you're working on a team, make sure to come up with these naming conventions and follow through with them on every file and folder that is created.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To see the full course that this video came from, click over there. And click over there to see more videos from Simon Says It.